Hello Tag fam, Markki Stroem here and welcome to Love at the End of the World Cast Confessions for Tag Media Chicago.
Hello Tag Fam, this is Yam Mercado and welcome to the Love at the End of the World Cast Confessions for Tag Media Chicago.
Hello Tag Fam, this is Kristof Garcia and welcome to Love at the End of the World Cast Confessions for Tag Media Chicago.
Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to Tag Media Chicago. Okay, let's begin.
First question. What qualities about your character do you admire or relate to in real life? I guess the qualities that I admire firstly for Mark Anthony Handang is he basically is the epitome of what is good in the world. I am not that, but I'd like to be. I aspire to be the best person I could probably be in the world. Mark just basically gave his life away to living and raising and being the caretaker of his lover and his confidant, who is Renair in this series. So I am just very thankful to be able to portray a character who really just gave his life, so altruistic, and gave his life to someone. And I really love him for that. So good job, Mark Anthony Handang.
I am Chris Loyola sa Love at the End of the World. Siguro if there's one thing na sobrang ina-admire ko sa character ko, masyado siyang matapang. Sobrang malinaw sa kanya kung ano yung gusto niya, which is Renzo. And panoorin nyo para malaman nyo kung bakit. And nasasabi niya kung ano yung gusto niyang sabihin. Alam mo yung malaya siya na ni-express niya yung sarili niya. So that's one thing na I admire from him. Though medyo kailangan niyang bawasan yung pagiging palasigaw niya tsaka matapang niya kasi masakit sa ulo yun.
Me as a person, I am willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of my family and my loved ones. Pagdating sa love, talagang I'm willing to break rules and I'm willing to do everything.
I admire his commitment and loyalty for the person he loves.
Ayun, dun ako nakarelate sa kanya sa totoong buhay. And si Ben kasi dito sa Love at the End of the World, ipaglalaban niya talaga yung pagmamahal niya kay Sam kahit anong mangyari.
Two, what type of gigs, commercials, movies, money-making opportunities, other side hustles, or part-time jobs did you engage in before landing this role? I have actually, done a lot. I've been in the industry now for almost 12 years, and I started off as a singer for Pilipinas Got Talent. I evolved into being a theater actor, being a host, being a TV actor, movie actor, radio host, producer. I basically, you name it, I've basically done it. International model for Arab Fashion Week very recently, underwear model for Bench, advocate for mental health. I did a TED Talk, I did a NAS Academy workshop, basically a lot of stuff. And I'm just very thankful that I was able to get back into acting. Because of my ADHD, I guess, I love doing so many different things. At nababore ako pag na-typecast or nag-focus ako sa isang bagay. If I focus just on like music alone or acting alone or TV alone or hosting alone, I get bored. I guess that's part of my ADHD. So what I do is I tend to focus a portion of my year just for acting, a portion of my year aside from my radio show, which is from 6 to 10 a.m. every morning. Everything else is basically, I like to put them in chunks so that I don't get bored of what I do. I love the entertainment industry, but I also like to diversify. And that's just me.
So, nagko-commercial na po ako prior to this project, and then nakatanggap na rin ako ng ilang pelikula. Nakagawa na rin ako ng ilang pelikula and TV series. And ayun, meron din akong day job, which is ang pagiging personal secretary ko. Yes, magandang gabi po sa aking boss. Maraming salamat po sa inyong suporta. So, yun ang ginagawa ko and prior to this project. And, tara!
Ayun po, sa mga di po nakakilala sa akin, naging grand finalist po ako sa Bida Man, It's Showtime. Ayan, bago po ako nakasali po sa Bida Man, nakapag-extra po ako sa iba't ibang serye sa magkabilang network, GMA saka ABS-CBN. At after nga po ng Bida Man, nagtuloy-tuloy na yan, nakagawa po tayo ng mga series sa online at sa MMK, sa movie naman na Palaya Chronicles, naging second lead tayo dyan. At ito na nga po, Love at the End of the World.
Number 3, how did you land your role in Love at the End of the World, and what was the audition process like, and how did you feel about being chosen? This is quite interesting because initially the role was given to someone else, although he was not available, or there was a schedule conflict when he was about to take part in the series. So I got a call from one of my co-actors from before, Mike Liwag, who's part of the series as well, who asked me if I was willing to be part of Love at the End of the World. Of course, I obliged, and I said, yeah, why not? I am down to be part of this series. But they already did all their workshops. They did a lot of their meetings already. So I only arrived at the script table reading. So when I got there, I got the script, and I did a cold reading with them. And I mean, I'm not very good at auditions, so I didn't know if I was gonna get it right away. And when I did finally get it, I said, okay, I gotta really work hard, because I'm more of a hard worker than a natural talent. I mean, because of the years of experience, you can put me somewhere and I will do the best I can possibly do, but I am not an ultimate actor. Like, I'm not one of those prodigies. So when you give me the script in advance, I will work extra hard, because in the end of the day, hard work beats talent any day.
Nung in-invite ako ni Direk Shandy, in-invite niya ako as one of the EP's executive producers. So, nabigay na sa akin agad yung role as long as we produced all together with the other EP's yung project. Kaya medyo walang audition, pero nag-workshop kami and sinala talaga ni na Direk, ni na Shands yung casting for this project. So, masaya ako na nakuha ko yung project kasi meron na akong big role in time, and gusto kong ipakita and gusto ko rin malaman kung gaano ko nga ba kayang mag-act, kung gaano ko kayang maging aktor. So, nagkaroon ako ng chance and I'm really happy with the project.
And po, sa dinami-dami po ng mga nag-audition at kinausap nila about sa role, madami pong hindi sasabihin ko ba na matapang para tanggapin yung role, kasi may parang may kailangan gawin doon na sobrang first time ko din talagang ginawa, at matindi kasi yung hinihingi ng role, kaya di ko alam kung ako yung matapang na tumanggap talaga. Kasi parang hindi ako yung first choice sa role. Parang pangatlo ako na kinausap dito sa role. Kaya, ayan, sobrang blessed po ako at sobrang na-excite ako nung pinresent siya sa akin, kasi sobrang passionate nung pagkakakwento ni Direk Shandy, punong-puno ng puso, at nakaka-excite siya na gawin. Kaya, ayun, nag-yes kaagad ako. Pero, ayun, nung una, ayaw namin mag-decide kaagad dahil lang na-excite kami. Nag-isipan namin siya na maayos, pero wala gusto ko talaga siyang gawin, kaya ayun, napunta po siya sa akin.
Okay. Reenact your favorite line from the dialogue. Oh my gosh, this is tough. There's this one scene that hasn't actually been shown yet, but I'll give you an idea of how the lines go. Hindi ka masamang tao, Renel. Tao ka. Tao lang. Nagkakamali. Nagkakasakit. Pero tao ka lang, Renel. Ang tao, kaya matuto. Kaya magsisi. Kaya magpatawad. Because I don't want to spoil you all. It'll come up in a couple of episodes, so watch out for that. It's one of my favorite scenes where I just had a heart-to-heart with the guy I'm taking care of.
Alright. Kung may second chance man, kahit third or fourth, wala akong babaguhin, Mark. Kahit ano pang ibigay sa akin sa next life. Kasi in this life, ikaw ang binigay sa akin. Mark, basta kasama kita, wala akong babaguhin. Ikaw ba? Yun.
So, reenact your favorite line or dialogue from the series. Ay, okay. Malinaw to, malinaw to. Parang... Papasok ko lang si Chris. Medyo medyo nakasmile tayo eh. Hindi nag-i-smile tong si Chris eh. So ito na. Sininghut mo ng lahat ng pera ko, tapos sasabihin mo, niloko lang kita? Niloko lang kita? Nagpaloko ka sa akin? Paano?
Ikaw ang lumayas. Katawan ko to. Buhay ko to. Kung di mo yung matanggap, ikaw ang lumayas. Katawan ko to. Buhay ko to. Wala na akong ama. Wala ka na sa akin. Yan.
Okay, back to the questions. Share your most daring experience while filming Love at the End of the World. Done a lot of daring roles. I mean, 10 years ago I did a movie called Amor y Muerte for Malaya. I did a scene with Mike Liwag in Unlocked, which is previously the most watched series on Gaga Ulala until it was beaten by, well, us. So, this particular scene, I guess, was a little bit more raunchy in the sense that I actually showed a portion of a private part that I've never shown before. So, check that out on episode 2 of Love at the End of the World. That was probably my most daring, other than the fact that there was a time that I had to run butt naked in a field. But you know, I'm reserving this whole frontal thing for a stage play that I promised director that I would save it for. So yeah, watch out for that. I did Angels in America Part 1. We didn't get to do Part 2 because of the pandemic. I was with Art Acuna and Jelly Bayani and Sherry Hill, but then, well, obviously the pandemic happened, so we weren't allowed to do Part 2. In Part 2, there's a whole section where I'm completely naked on stage, and I promised Direk Bobby that I would reserve it for that.
Akin yung sex scene talaga. Doon ako sobrang nanginig. Pero happy ako kasi hindi naman ako, I felt safe with the prod, with the director, with everyone around nung nag-shoot. So sobrang daring lang nun for me from my mga previous projects. So nagulat din ako na ginawa ko siya, pero happy ako kung paano ko siya ginawa, kung paano ginawa ng prod tsaka ni direction.
Siguro yung love scene sa labas. Alam mo yun, yung parang kasi ang daming tao, tapos usually kasi ginagawa namin siya sa room. So mas comfortable kami at konti lang yung tao, mas secured, saka mas controlled yung audience. Pero sa labas kasi di mo alam kung sino yung mga dumadaan na nagpupunta doon. Medyo siya sa akin, hindi ako masyadong komportable doon, pero nagawa naman siya na maayos. Buti na lang.
Number 6, what is your most precious life lesson or values learned from doing the series? You know what? The premise is actually the last 7 days on Earth. So for anyone who has subscribed or lived in this world where everything is about to crash, where an asteroid is about to hit Earth. I mean, none of us have experienced that, but a lot of us have experienced the pandemic. A lot of us have experienced our families getting sick and losing a metaphorical part of our world. So I have learned to really treasure and love the family that I have called my own, not just my immediate family, but my best friends and the people I love in my life. I really treasure them, and I try to call them or talk to them as much as I can, spend as much time as I can, and treasure every second of the day, because you don't know when it's going to be your last. And you know what? That's why it's called love at the end of the world, because once the end happens, all the hate, anger, pain, that all goes away. The only thing that really matters during that time is, who am I going to hug? Who am I going to share my love with? Because that's all that's important.
Share, what is your most precious life lesson or values learned from doing the series? Just do it. Yun yung natutunan ko doon. Just do it. Go, Yam. Tinanggap mo tong project na to. Alam kong takot na takot ka. Pero pag hindi mo gagawin na yun, kailan mo gagawin? And pagka hindi mo susubukan, paano mo malalaman? So, yun yung natutunan ko talaga dito sa project na to. Maraming salamat po.
Ayun, para sa akin siguro, live at the moment. Appreciate the present. Appreciate what you have, and love unconditional. Parang gano'n tawag dito. Magmahal ka habang buhay ka. Mahalin mo yung pamilya mo. Enjoyin mo yung buhay mo. Huwag mo sayangin yung buhay mo. Yan siguro. Maging kontento tayo.
Okay, number 7. What's the best thing a fan has done or said to you that brought a smile to your face? There were a few. I'm actually doing another series now called My Delivery Girl, where I have to play a drag queen. So it's happening simultaneously. That one's on Signal Play. This one is on Gaga Ulala, but it's happening simultaneously. So a few fans are watching both series, and I hear a lot of really good feedback saying that I'm so versatile and I can do anything. Sabi ko, versa ako. But yeah, that's something that I have always loved to do. Play different characters. Be able to put my feet into someone's shoes, someone's heels, someone else's tank top, someone else's, wig, hats. I want to be able to create a different character every single time and be a different person every time I portray a role. And when people ask me how I was able to do these polar opposite roles in the span of 2 months, where I had to be really masculine and buff with muscles and a tan for one series, and completely lose my tan, lose my muscles, skinny up, wear these corsets and tights and 6-inch heels and 4 layers of makeup that takes 3.5 hours to do, and wigs and glue everywhere. It's completely different. Two completely different characters that I was able to portray in the span of 2 months. That's something that I usually just focus on one because I'm a method actor, and having been able to do two really tested my acting chops, and now I feel like I can do anything.
Well, ako natutuwa na ako pag merong mga nagpo-post, mga nagre-repost, tapos tinatag nila ako. Yun na yun, as in, tapos meron pa akong napapanood ng mga reaction video. So, yun na, I mean, wala na silang kailangang sabihin sa akin. Natutuwa na ako na may nag-share, may nakaka-notice, and ano na yun, langit na ako nun. Sobrang masaya na ako nun.
Siguro nung nag-organize sila ng party para sa akin na hindi ko alam. Sinurprise nila ako. Sobrang effort nila, na-appreciate ko yun. At din lang naman dahil sa ganun, na-appreciate ko yung pagsuporta nila sa akin kahit na minsan nagiging busy ako. Sobrang salamat sa tropang Toffee kasi di nila ako pinapabayaan. Di nila ako iniiwan. 10 years na yung isa na nagsusupport sa akin. Simula pa nung high school ako, nandyan na siya. At nagsusupport siya sa akin hanggang ngayon. Ayun, kapag na-appreciate din nila yung trabahong ginagawa ko, sobrang laking bagay din sa akin.
8. Would you ever consider dating a same-sex partner in real life? You know what? I actually came out as a demisexual, wherein I am right in between being very sexual and being asexual. Meaning, if I find someone that I fall in love with or I find a attraction to, then I would consider being in a relationship with them. Yeah. Or having sexual intercourse with them, because I'm not, I mean, like, I look and feel like a very sexual individual, but that's why I don't have any scandals out, because I'm not really very sexual in that aspect. So in the end of the day, it's more something emotional. If I find an emotional attachment, then maybe I can be sexual. And yeah, I've found attraction towards trans men. So actually at the moment, I'm most attracted to trans men. So yeah, same sex, trans men or men. So I guess, yeah. Number 9. What advice can you give to inspire new or struggling artists who are on the verge of losing hope? Simple. If you love what you do and you think that that's what you want to do every day, and Sister Actor's a quote,
na nakakaarte ako. Kasi as baguhan, malaking bagay sa akin yung comment na yun eh. Yung masabihan ka na marunong kang umarte, may cake ka na umarte. Kasi hindi naman lahat ng baguhan na sasabihan ng ganon. And then, mas dumadagdag siya sa, yung tipong mas ginaganahan akong i-push yung acting career ko.
Siguro nung nag-organize sila ng party para sa akin na hindi ko alam. Sinurprise nila ako. Sobrang effort nila, na-appreciate ko yun. At din lang naman dahil sa ganun, na-appreciate ko yung pagsuporta nila sa akin kahit na minsan nagiging busy ako. Sobrang salamat sa tropang Toffee kasi di nila ako pinapabayaan. Di nila ako iniiwan. 10 years na yung isa na nagsusupport sa akin. Simula pa nung high school ako, nandyan na siya. At nagsusupport siya sa akin hanggang ngayon. Ayun, kapag na-appreciate din nila yung trabahong ginagawa ko, sobrang laking bagay din sa akin.
8. Would you ever consider dating a same-sex partner in real life? You know what? I actually came out as a demisexual, wherein I am right in between being very sexual and being asexual. Meaning, if I find someone that I fall in love with or I find a attraction to, then I would consider being in a relationship with them. Yeah. Or having sexual intercourse with them, because I'm not, I mean, like, I look and feel like a very sexual individual, but that's why I don't have any scandals out, because I'm not really very sexual in that aspect. So in the end of the day, it's more something emotional. If I find an emotional attachment, then maybe I can be sexual. And yeah, I've found attraction towards trans men. So actually at the moment, I'm most attracted to trans men. So yeah, same sex.
Well, sabi nga nila, ang pag-ibig ay pag-ibig. Ito ay label lang. Pero basta mahal mo, yun na yun. Wala ka nang itatanong pa sa sarili mo. Mahal mo eh. Ilaban mo na. Idiretso mo na. What can you advise to inspire new or struggling artists who are on the verge of losing hope? Pag sigurado kang gusto mo, huwag mong bibitawan. Pag sigurado kang yun talaga yung gusto mo, talagang matigas ang ulo mo na ilalaban mo kahit anong mangyayari. Ilaban mo. Kasi I think, pag nandun naman din yung goal mo, tapos yung actions mo aligned with it, lagi naman nandyan yung rejection, nandyan yung laging malulungkot ka, nandyan yung laging, ano ba, kailan? Pero I think, pagka kagaya kitang matigas ang ulo, at willing to wait while you work hard for it, tuloy mo, huwag mo ititigil. Laban.
My takeaways after filming Love at the End of the World are to be grateful no matter what. Mayaman ka, mahirap, malungkot, masaya, everyone will be in the same situation at the end of the world. Also, the series supersedes all the angles of dealing with mental health and real-life situations. Be transparent. Be you. Every day is a perfect time to be happy and to be grateful sa kung ano mang meron tayo. Because we never know what's in store for us for tomorrow. So, treat your day as your best and last day.
Okay, this one. What can you advise to inspire new or struggling artists who are on the verge of losing hope? Ako, nangyayari to madalas sa akin, nawawalan ako ng pag-asa. Pero right timing lang talaga, guys. At sabi nga ni God, hindi niya ibibigay yan kapag hindi pa tayo prepared. So, isisend niya yung rain kapag ready na yung field. Ang hirap kasi kapag binigay niya agad tapos hindi pa tayo prepared. So, right timing lang, guys. Continue what you love. Dapat nanguna pa rin talaga dapat yung passion sa ginagawa natin. Kasi kapag iba yung nanguna sa atin, mangangawit tayo, mapapagod tayo na mangarap. Kaya kailangan yung puso talaga natin sa ginagawa natin is nandun para hindi tayo kaagad sumuko. At balang araw, ibibigay din yan ni God. Ako, hanggang ngayon, hindi ko pa rin masabi sa sarili ko na andun na ako. At ano ko yan, parang nakaka-relate ako dyan. Ayun, huwag tayo susuko, guys. Baging faithful lang tayo kay God. Darating yan, saka hard work. Galingan pa natin na pag-aralan natin kung saan tayo mahina at improve natin kung ano yung kailangan improve sa atin. Ako yung voice ko, need kong improve yung voice ko. Saka yung acting.
Number 9, what advice can you give to inspire new or struggling artists who are on the verge of losing hope? Simple. If you love what you do and you think that that's what you want to do every day, and Sister Actors will quote, if you wake up in the morning and all you want to do is be a singer, then you're meant to be a singer. If you wake up in the morning and all you want to do is act, guess what? You're meant to be an actor. Talent, as I said a while ago, you're born with. But the cool thing about acting is you can hone your skills. I told you, I'm an actor, but I'm not like a natural. I'm not one of those super amazing actors who can come in and deliver every single time. You know, I have to prepare. I have to give time to memorize. I have a problem memorizing. I have ADHD. I have really bad anxiety. So if I don't have it memorized, I don't know what I'm doing. Sometimes I'll freeze up and I'll lose my train of thought. But it happens. People make mistakes, and when you do make mistakes, you come out of it. You try to pick yourself up because you continue to love what you do. You keep striving to be a better actor, a better singer, a better businessman, a better whatever it is you want to do in your life. But then when you don't love it anymore, and you feel like you're just doing it because it's part of your life, then maybe it's time to find something new. So my advice to you is to really ask yourself, do I love this? Am I willing to risk it all? Am I willing? Do I have enough money, first of all? Pondo, do I have enough money to save, that I've saved up now, so that when I want to go into acting or I want to go into hosting, I can? I have the money that I have had saved up, so that just in case I don't make it within 1 or 2 years, I still know what I'm doing. I still have a little bit of cash. Because it's also important to find money to be able to sustain yourself. There are times when I tell myself, oh, this is it. It's over. It's done. I don't think that this is something I want to do anymore. But then I realized it isn't. Because I love it so much. I love theater as well. So sometimes we get paid very little, but we love what we do so much that we're willing to risk it all for it. Two months out of the year, willing to just not make too much money and just make money off the theater. So, and the love that we have for the theater. So in the end of the day, one, ask yourself, am I super passionate about this? Will I be able to do what I love to do every single day of my life? 2, do I have the money to sustain myself if I want to break into this industry? Because you need to make ends meet. And 3, if you don't love it anymore and you're not having as much fun as you used to, time to find something else that you are passionate about. And you know what? You only have one life, YOLO. Do what you love to do. That's more important than being in this dead-end job that you're gonna do for the rest of your life. You're gonna make a good amount of money, but you're not gonna love what you did while you were alive. So there you go. Also, tell the universe. I do that every morning. I meditate. I whatever religion you believe in, pray, meditate. I say it out loud. I say, hey, I want to be in an international movie. I want to be in an international series. I want to be an international actor. One day I said I want to be a superhero. Then I played a superhero in a superhero musical called Kung Paano Ako Naging Leading Lady from the same universe as Joshua Turna. You know, you never know what will happen. Just say it out loud. And it will happen, I tell you. Lastly, describe love at the end of the world in 3 days. Words. Describe love at the end of the world in 3 words. Love always prevails. Love always prevails. If you don't believe in love anymore, which, I've reached a point where I stopped believing for a while. I got jaded. But then I realized love isn't just for one person. Love can be for everyone. Love for every single person that you encounter during the day. Love for your mom. Love for your dad. Love for the waitstaff in the restaurant. Love for the guards. Love for someone who knocks on your window and asks for a little bit of money. Love always prevails, especially when the end is near. Whatever the end represents for you. If it's the actual literal end of the world for everyone, where asteroids about to hit the earth, or you're having a mental breakdown and you feel like the world is crashing down on you. find someone to call, find someone to talk to. There's always someone available and someone who loves you and wants you to thrive. And I wish that for everyone. To really love every single person you encounter and try not to be as judgmental as a lot of people. Let's try not to be judgmental because you don't know what people are going through. Anyway, that's it.
Describe love at the end of the world in 3 words. Out of this world, 1 word yun, di ba? Out of this world, wild, exciting.
Love at the end of the world in 3 words. Well, it's love, mga kaibigan. Kailangan ko bang i-explain? Sige, explain ko na rin. Love at the end of the world is love. Na kahit ano nangyayari sa buhay mo, pag magugunaw na ang mundo, parang lagi tayong babalik at babalik sa pagmamahal, sa salitang love. Well, sa akin lang naman yun. Bahala na kayo sa buhay nyo. Second word, daring. Daring po talaga. Kung bakit, panoorin nyo na lang po. Basta daring po talaga. Intense. Yun po yung aking third word. Kasi the project has been really intense para sa akin. And I think sa mga makakanood po at sa mga nakapanood na, I think masasabi nyo rin po na napaka-intense po ng aming series na Love at the End of the World, created and directed by Shandy Bacolod. So, panood na po kayo kung di pa kayo nanonood. Wala naman ditong nakalagay na promotion, pero that's it, guys. I-follow nyo ako sa aking mga social media accounts. Bahala na kayo kung anong gusto nyo sa buhay nyo. Basta maging masaya sana kayo. And ayun lang. Smile.
Thank you very much and hope you enjoyed that. That was a little Love at the End of the World cast confessions. Thank you so much, Tag Media Chicago, and hope to see you very soon. Love what you guys do. See ya.